What's up, YouTube? This is D, and today we're not here to talk about the apparent malfunction and soon to be demise of my gyre wave device, but we're going to talk about what I'm going to do to replace it, so stay tuned.
From this moment on, you will now be known as Sharkbait.
Sharkbait! Ooh ha ha!
Welcome, brother Sharkbait.
Sharkbait! Ooh ha ha!
Enough with the Sharkbait.
Sharkbait! Ooh, but
Well, here you can see my faithful and long-served gyre pump as seem like it is on hard times. I've replaced some of the parts over the last couple of months, and it just seems like it's going to be time to replace it, so I'm replacing it with another pump. I really did like this pump. It did have its downsides as well as its perks. One thing being the really difficult time in directing the flow in one specific area, or just kind of a little bit of about the adjustment. So let me get into what I'm replacing it with. It's actually the perfect day to focus on some tank maintenance today, as it is super dreary outside and the rain is coming down. So not the day that I'm going to work on the pond. So today I am replacing it with the Sicce XStream, or rather the Sicce XStream wave pump. As you guys that have already been watching my channel would know, and if you haven't been watching my channel, click the subscribe button now, because you've probably missed over 500 videos, I think, in years that I've made on different aspects of reefing and aquatics. But if you have been watching my channel, you notice that I have one of the larger Sicce pumps on the 125, and I'm really happy with it. Easy to clean. It's pretty efficient, uses a little bit of power. So I wanted to go and check out this extreme wave pump, which I looked at the last Reefapalooza over here in New York, rather New Jersey. Really impressed with the pump. I'll put a clip over here in the corner so you can see just what it was I was looking at, but really good pump. 1300 US gallons flow. It uses a little bit over 6 watts of power, and one of the real things that drew me to it was 5-year warranty. Now folks, almost nobody in this hobby offers a warranty over a year, let alone 5 years. So I definitely had to check out this pump, give it a review. And first, let me take you over to the existing Sicce. Now this one, dudes and dudettes, is my Sicce Voyager, which is really strong, really moves water. Let me clean this glass. Come on, Mag, clean that out. Love my Magna viewer. Give you a better look. I clean this pump. It cleans very well. Of course, it's not clean now because I've been being lazy, but really strong flow. And one of the things I like about these style pumps, not knocking the gyre, but the one thing I like is the complete directional control. I can turn it in any direction. If I find a coral that's not happy, I can aim it away. I can reduce the flow, and this is why I'm going with the extreme model, which is a smaller profile, stronger flow, and hopefully that 5-year warranty is giving me that trust and warranted feeling that I'm going to have this pump for the long haul. So let's take a look at it. Now, nobody really gives a lot of care and detail about the box, but just the difference. Some of you guys go on eBay and buy some cheaper pumps. I'm going to be the first one to say that in this hobby, I have bought J-Bows and all kind of pumps made in China. And not to say that they don't work, but you want something that, as they say, you rather buy something good once than to buy something cheap twice. So I did really well with the Voyager model. I wanted to go with a smaller footprint, which this is. You can see, first and foremost, it comes with instructions, and this is a lot of instructions. I didn't even think that it would be this much to talk about it, but it gives you a real breakdown of the component pump, and this is really good to have. So when it comes time to clean it, or if you need to replace any parts down the road, it gives you details on what the parts are and how to take it apart, and so on and so forth. The pump is surprisingly small. Holy mackerels. Am I sure I got the right size, man? This is the 5,000. They're saying that this pump, 1,300 gallons. I saw this at Reefer Palooza, and I could not believe the flow that came off of it. This is really well packaged. Man, I can't even get it out of the box. But okay, let's just stop dropping everything all over the place. So first of all, I'm gonna move that. Here's the pump. Very small footprint, very strong magnet. If I could even pull it apart, Jesus Christ. It has a spacer in there and I still couldn't. Holy mackerel, you lose a finger in there. If you didn't hear that snap, well, you better adjust the volume on your computer because this thing is really strong. Holy mackerel. God, I had to eat my Wheaties this morning. I could barely pull it apart. Oh man, so I'm pretty sure I won't have to worry about it coming off the glass because I almost lost a finger just now. So very strong magnet, very small footprint. I may replace the Voyager with the Voyager. I may be hacking that up. Sorry, CJ, but I may get another one of these just because the small footprint. Just to show you, here's a bottle of palm olive. Here's the pump. If you got soap or dishwashing liquid, you see it's very small. And to move that amount of water, it's going to give me some really good directional control. Okay, I didn't lose a finger that time. Adjust, almost up, down, really easy to adjust, so I'm really happy with that. And it has a little cushion for the, I would assume this is for the inside so that it's not like banging on the glass on and so forth. A vibration cushion. And yeah, cool. So this will protect the glass. Man, I tell you, this magnet is really strong, bro. I'm gonna put that down. I'm assuming this goes on the glass side. But yeah, I'll go over the instructions and show it. Make sure that that is the right side. This is why you got so many instructions. So let's look at that. Yeah, okay, it goes on the outside. So okay, cool. And yeah, this is why you got instructions. So I'll get this put together. And once again, the excellent thing is it's small. Well, almost knocked the camera over. Small profile. Let's take a look at the specs on the box. See if I'm missing anything. Well, like they say, super strong magnet, long lasting. It's going to run really quiet. We'll give that a test. The AVS, this is the auto vibration system, so anti-vibration system. So we can get that set up. It uses little to no power. There are larger models, but I don't need to move like a quadrillion gallons of water. I'm pretty happy with the size. This is actually going to move more flow than the gyro is rated. So we're going to get this in the tank, get it set up, take a look at it. They have a 230 volt model, I guess, for our brothers overseas, and the 120 volt model for here, or I could be just jacking it up. But you have multiple versions, wattage breakdown. This says, like I mentioned, the 5,000 is 6 watts, so small yet powerful and efficient, just what we need in a pump. And I just can't get over how strong this magnet is. So let's get it over the tank and get it set up. First, I'll put the silicone wire wrap around the cable, which also prevents the power line itself from transmitting vibration to the tank. Now that we have it in place, you can see it's really small as I move it around with my hand. It's easy to adjust the direction, and that's one of the important things in water management and circulation, especially when you have a big tank. It's usually emphasized to push a lot of water, but it's really more important to be able to direct the water in order to get the right movement in your tank. Some corals really don't like to be hit straight on with water. So this one, I can aim it up, down, pretty much almost 360 or at least 120 degree angle. So let me get this baby in place to get turned on. Now you can see I cleaned my glass a little bit so I don't look like a complete nitwit. I let my glass go a little bit, but in looking at the tank, this has to move water 6 feet. So this is a 6-foot tank, and I do it with as few pumps as possible so they don't look crazy. And the Voyager is a pretty good sized pump. It's almost like 4 fingers or hand size. Whereas if I compare it to the Extreme, this is a really small pump. It's 3 fingers, maybe even 2 fingers, but it's a much smaller profile. So I'm really impressed. And the wire management is minimal. You can see my tank's not drilled, so I have to move water. So let me go to the apex and get this baby fired on. Okay, we are cooking with gas. This pump makes no noise. I can't even tell that it turned on, and it is really strong. Trying to do everything with one hand, especially I have my hands wet. Let me move the flipper out of the way. Not like I clean the glass or anything, but that's another story. I love the fact that I can direct this. I love soft corals, and soft corals really did not agree with the gyre as I move water across the expanse of the tank. You can see that it is definitely pushing water. One thing I forgot to do is they tell you in the instructions to submerge it and get the air out of the unit. I didn't do that, so I'll try to jiggle it a little bit and get the air out of the unit. From it being shipped, there's air inside the unit, but no big deal. It's still absolutely quiet. I can direct it, have it bounce off the rear walls of the tank and clear up some dead spots. I really like the fact that this pump is so small. I like the gyre, and there was nothing wrong with it except for A, the size, and B, being able to direct the water. I mean, sometimes you do want dead spots for corals that do not like a lot of flow. And this is really a really strong pump. So thanks. Shout out to Jay at Reeferpalooza representing Sicce and putting me onto this pump. You can see that it is moving water across this. This is an old tank. Had this tank probably longer than many people have been in the hobby, so it is not drilled. I rely on my pumps and circulation to move water the way I want it. And this is a pretty thick glass, as you can see. This is about, well, maybe a ½ inch, something like that, but it's a thick glass, 125. The magnet is super strong, and I'm just so impressed how quiet it is. It is making no noise. Not like my other one, my Voyager doesn't make any noise either, but the fact that this is rated for 1,300 gallons and it's so small, I'm gonna definitely keep my eye on it. Did I mention that it has a self-cleaning impeller, which is also good? Easy to clean. In the instructions, it shows you how to take it apart. I have it connected. Let me give you a back view. Oh yeah, better view of me not cleaning the glass, I should say. But very small profile. The magnet is really strong, and it doesn't obstruct my view from the side. The gyre really had a big footprint. It was about a 12-inch circulating pump. So I like the fact I have a less obstructed view, and look at the circulation at the middle point of the tank. I have my leather corals and some softies over here that were not getting as much flow, but now you can see the vortex just by the particulates and how they're moving around in the water, because I've kicked up. It's actually pulling water from the corners and kicking it up. So I can't wait till this clears my water up, and I'll try to get you guys a better shot. But I'm really happy with this pump so far, and it's just so quiet. I can't say that enough. Nothing worse than hearing pump noise as you're watching a movie. So let me just adjust it a little bit. I'll let it run for a while, and then I get you guys a full shot. And here's a full shot of the tank. Yes, I cleaned the glass. It was a little embarrassing, but the pump is doing excellent. It has actually increased the circulation and flow going into the corner. If you can see down here, like some of the corals are actually pulling towards the pump, which means it's creating that undertow and recirculating forward. So that's a good sign, really good, exactly what we expect in a reef tank. And I'm really happy with it. So if this review has helped you out, click a like, give me a thumbs up there so I can make more videos like that, helping me to help you. Till next time, this is D signing off, checking out my Sicce XStream pump 5000, and I'm happy. Love, peace, and hair grease. I'm out, people. See ya. Viva Italy.